About to turn it on. Turn it. About to turn it on. Turn it. We about to turn it on. 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 About to turn it on. Go, 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 go. We about to turn it on. Turn it on. About to turn it on.
Hola mi gente, my name is Seco and we're here live with Dom. Hello Dom.
I'm here.
Alright, we're going to be talking to you guys about the quarterly events. The first one that came up here is this Friday on the 14th, January 14th. It's Fight Night Friday. I know a lot of people have been asking for a fight night since like the beginning of last year. Dom, go ahead and tell them a little bit about Fight Night.
Yeah, as far as fight night, it's coming up on Friday. It's a regular admission pricing, so nothing too crazy when it comes to that. However, we will be running special games in which is designed for the higher end player to not hold back. There's sometimes we like to get some of the younger players in, encourage them to do better and not completely trample over them. However, this is a night in which you don't hold back, and it's usually tends to be a lot more fun, especially the people with the higher skill level. Of course, anyone is allowed to join. Anyone is welcome to join, but keep in mind 0 for engagement distance, and there's no complaining.
Typically, I would like to recommend if you're new to airsoft or to shooting sports, don't come to fight nights. Just because it's not time for you to learn how to play airsoft, learn how to respawn, learn how to call your hits. This is an event for the more advanced players that go all the way back to the barrel and hit the respawn because once you let your hand go off the barrel, it's game on. Here at AR-15, you guys know our respawns are usually at the curtains going in, but some people just touch the curtain and they keep going. Even after safety brief tells them like you have to touch the respawn barrel, but for the most part, like Dom said, it's for players that are always asked, "Hey, can you tone it down a little bit?" You know what I mean? We have X amount of rentals, on the field. So let's go ahead and turn it down. Well, this is their time to go out there and sharpen their skills. It's a lot like doing a tournament, but on regular gameplays. Instead of doing the one game for the entire duration of the day because you're in a tournament, you're doing, your favorite games at AR-15. Uh, the multiple games that you can do, and not saying that you can blast people, 30 times in the back of the head, because that's not what Fight Night's about. It's about pushing yourself to the next level, and seeing what you like. A lot of people say, "Oh, well, I can beat the Raptors, I can beat the Ninjas, I can beat the Cycles, I can beat the Doms," and it's like, "All right, cool. Well, I'm not here to hold your hand. You know what I mean? Let's see what you got." And it's not like, "Oh, we're here to kick your butt and that's it." It's like, "Okay, cool. Let's see what you got." And then sometimes people surprises, and you got people that like Gio who'll come in and he wants that rush. You see the puns I did there?
Uh,
They want that rush of that experience, where it's like, hey man, I want to learn, but diamonds sharpens diamonds, and this is a great event for them to be able to brush up on their skills, at full speed, at full force, uh, without having to worry about, other non as not as aggressive style players to be in the way. All right. We got next up is the Speed Course Championship is back.
Yeah.
All right. Pockets. What is this Division 2 and Division 1? What we got right now? We're watching Division 2, where we have
Yes.
Felix going through the first course with his rifle.
Yes. So the shooting courses, they're already preset. They're already set up, ready to go. So people, you are more than welcome to come and practice this. If you guys need the extra training, Wednesday, Thursdays are perfect. We really don't have any players, but you guys can go in and start, practicing the course, practicing your moves, practicing your footwork, everything in order to make sure that you do well in this. Because that's what these guys do. They come in, they train, and they practice, which is why they tend to be in those top slots uh, for the actual competition itself. But this will actually test you as far as your entire shooting positions, going from moving, walking, shooting, pulling the trigger, transition between targets, and whoever does it best. And of course, we have the two options, or not the two options, but the two rifle,
Divisions.
pistol. Mm, not the division, not the divisions yet. But it'll test you as far as your rifle skills and your pistol skills, being able to move through the arena. Now
Right.
going to yeah, that's Division 2, which is for beginners. Now let's talk about Division 1, if you so choose to.
All right. Let's go on to that one.
Now, Division 1 is for players who have won first place, what to say, at least 3 times,
Yes.
and which pushes you into Division 1, which is your now incorporates both the rifle and the pistol, which they're also going to be randomly set. So you have to learn how to transition and shoot between the two.
Right. It's one
So to
thing.
use
Yeah, it's one thing to transition from left to right, uh, shooting from left-handed, right-handed shooting. Now you're gonna have to transition to your pistol, as you can see Dom here, who takes out that target with his pistol, and he has to switch over to the rifle. Again, it's
yes,
all completely randomized, so you can come in to every single day out of the week and run this course like you did in Division 2. But the day of the tournament, we're gonna have that coin and we're gonna flip it, and red is gonna be rifle, blue is pistol, and it's gonna be completely 100% randomized. So no matter how much time you practice, now the Division 1 players, or we could even call them the Division 1 champions, because you have to be a three-time champion just to qualify, just to get into Division 1 for the Division 1 shooting speed course.
yes. Mhm. Which, of course, is going to up your game because now you have to manipulate two different guns. So make sure you have the right sling setup, holster setup, everything. It incorporates a lot more. Like, so you still get the Division 2, footwork, transition targets and stuff like that. But now you have to think and remember and identify and, figure out how to, complete this course.
Right. Like on my rifle there, it's the MTW by Wolverine, and I don't run a sling on that typically, just because I'm always, the way you transition in the video, that's how I pretty much transition. But if I had to reload a mag on a pistol, or let's just say the mag ends up leaking, or not so much that I ran out of BBs, but just like there was a malfunction where I have to reload the pistol, I need that sling, and this course here, uh, the 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 Division 1 course would put you to that test where it's like, oh, let me drop this rifle real quick and drop the mag and swap out mags quick enough to be able to engage the target and then move on. Because at first it was like, okay, cool, who's the fastest? Who's the fastest? Who's the fastest? Who's the fastest and most accurate? Okay, cool. Well, now we
It's
have all
actually
these
element.
new elements going on. So we have all these new elements going on to where it's like, it's no longer who's the fastest, and I mean, you still need to be the fastest. It's just who's the most diverse.
Yeah, you have to think faster and think more because not just, oh, shoot the target with what. And now you got. I was actually thinking about it right now. You also have two guns that could fail because if your pistol goes down or malfunctions, that's it for the entire course. It's a DNF. You didn't finish it because you didn't complete it correctly.
Right. Like I hate to say it. I mean, I have a kappa now. I have a high kappa, but we'll do a full breakdown video with Jimmy, your six-time champion, which is a Division One shooter. Um, and we'll do a full video breakdown of that kappa. But there's a lot of kappas that I see that the rear sight pops off, and a lot of people are like, "Oh, I don't want to use it again because if I lose that piece, and it's just gonna not make the gun work completely." If that piece comes off during the tournament, you're done. You know what I mean? Because like, unless you have another pistol on you, but at that
Backup
point,
pistol,
it's like
backup
you're taking like
rifle.
multiple pistols and multiple rifles just to, you know what I mean? Like a failsafe. You're just creating more problems instead of running through the course with a good working pistol that's not gonna break down on you, and a good working rifle that's not gonna break down on you.
Yeah.
That's gonna, again, it takes you to that next level. And then
So,
again, you have to be a Division One, or a three-time champion. Whether it's a team championship or a speed tournament, a speed course tournament championship, in order for you just to qualify to get into this Division One. So I know like Scorpio is a either one or two-time champion, and he's either one or two championships away from being a Division One shooter. So even somebody like that, he still hasn't qualified to be part of that top tier shooters. And Dom, with the top tier shooters now, are they able to go to Division Two to compete?
absolutely not. Once you break that realm of Division One, you do not go back to Division Two. You have to compete with these higher end guys. 'Cause if not, then the Division Two gets really stale, and then it discourages a lot of people because I'm never gonna win. Well, at
Right.
least now this gives an opportunity for regular people to come in and or beginner players or inexperienced can come in and have a chance to actually win this time instead of the same guys winning over and over and over again.
Right. So what it really levels out the playing field to where now the Division One fighters stick with Division One, like the champions will stick to the champions, and then the upcoming building champions are going to have to work their way into becoming Division One players. As well as we have different things coming up, like the low light shooting for Division One.
Yeah, we actually have a
Division
lot of cool things coming up for the Division One as far as
right.
making it more interesting or different. Because now, if you do low light, oh, do you need a flashlight? Do you have to, are you be able to see the target? Can you hit the target? Do you remember where the targets are?
Right, and
So,
that's not gonna happen till next quarter,
yeah,
uh, complete quarter. You know what I mean? And we shot the video, and Don was like, "Psycho, your flashlight's not working on your gun," and it's like, "Oh man," but it's real life things that can happen. You know what I mean? And I'm glad we were able to catch that on the videos. Way we can show, hey, you know what? It's gonna happen. So what are you gonna do? And Dom still was able to compete in the, well, not compete, but he was still able uh, to finish the video because he got it to work, and that's stuff that's gonna happen. But again, that's stuff that Division Two players were not gonna be gonna they're not gonna be able to do because again, it's back to the basics. You're gonna just do rifle course for the month of January. For the month of February, you're gonna do the pistol course, and then you'll do the second half of the speed course rifle, and then the second half of the speed course pistol, and then it'll be the full course rifle, and then the full course pistol. And hopefully by then we already have some new champions, uh, you know, that can qualify to go to Division One, and then they
yeah,
can join in the ranks with the the rest of the multiple championship champions that have competed in the past.
yes. And of course, the higher division level you go up, the higher the prices are too. Because first place in Division One, or actually, let me go back. First place Division Two would receive a 10% off anything, any single item at the in the pro shop, whereas of first place Division One would receive 15%. So higher risk, higher reward, but also get a cooler experience.
As well, right? Um,
So
yeah, and actually, Dom's been running a. I mean, this has evolved from the three gun shooting course that we used to do way back in like year one of AR-15. For those of you guys that still remember the plaques that we used to have, Dom's father who would sponsor the plaque. Um, and it was like, oh, at the time it was no division. It was just three gun tournament. It was a shotgun pistol rifle that we had set up. But it's evolved so much to where it is now, and I'm really excited to the new upgrades that we've already done, and we're gonna continue to push the envelope. I know Dom is an actual real steel competition shooter now, and so he's bringing a lot of those elements into the airsoft world, and we're integrating them as much as we can without having to, go too extreme with that. If you guys want to follow that, I mean, you guys can get with Dom and see, for my real steel shooters, you guys can talk with him as far as his experience with how he shot in his running gun.
Yes.
I just thought, why not? Shameless plug, right?
Yeah, yeah. We'll see
So,
what we can do another one this year.
all right. So we got upcoming next. We have, ooh, oh yeah, I forgot. How can I forget?
Come
We
on, you
have
just
this
posted
video
this one.
drop out of nowhere.
Oof.
No, actually, Raptor Tristan, uh, which is Smurf. Those of you guys that remember, these are the Scar guys that represent AR-15. Uh, and also we have Chris from, which is Big Sexy from Triple T, one of the tournament players that play at AR-15 tournament teams, and we also had Chris and Lep and a bunch of other guys that helped out, and we started building out there. I know I've had some questions about how many buildings are there and stuff like that. Well, these are meant to be um, focus points. If you guys remember, we have 79 acres out there at Battlegrounds, and it's huge. And the first couple of years that we had it, we had buildings everywhere. We had a lot of pallet walls and stuff, and um, we had a bunch of spread out stuff. Well, instead of doing that, what we decided to do is make two massive kill houses that we call them like embassies, and or at least we have the first one as an embassy, and then we have two smaller buildings that are adjacent to the big embassy that we have built. And then the second one that we built, we just kept going because it got dark, and we're like, all right, cool. We're running out of materials, so let's go ahead and just do what we can, and then we can start running some tests. But as you guys know, if it wouldn't be AR-15 if we didn't have some crazy wild stories. As far as like everything going perfect for us. Um, you know, it rained on us. It was cold. Like our airline popped for our nail gun. It was a complete mess. Like it was crazy. But let me see if I can get Oh, I could pause it.
What do you know?
All right. I think this is the first embassy. No, that's the second embassy there. And this is before we started putting all the interior walls and stuff. Oh, there's one of the smaller buildings, which is still kind of the same size that we have at the arena. As far as like one of our biggest walls inside the arena is the smaller version of what we have out there. And this is the bigger embassy. How good are your paw skills? You guys see these little spotlights? There it is. So we have these spotlights in the outside of the doorways that are solar powered. Because I know I know Dom has created not created, but I know he's brought up the uh, the concern of players playing in the dark. Dom's been playing airsoft for many many years, and we all know that airsofters typically when it gets dark don't like to play in the dark. Well, in the last couple of years, we've been doing a lot of lock-ins. We've been doing a lot of night games. I told Teddy, "Hey, man, save that for the lock-in," and Teddy's like, "But it's dark and it's so awesome." And actually, Teddy's first, I want to say his first game ever was in a lock-in, which was a fight night. So he got the full experience of what an AR-15 has to offer right off the bat, and so he's been running a lot of lock-in style games at the arena on the regular basis, whether it's Saturday, Friday, or Sunday. It just whenever he works the evening shift, you can expect, at least for the fall season and the early spring seasons, because it gets dark pretty quick, for Teddy to run those type of games. So we've gained a lot of interest in night games, as far as the dark, element of playing in the dark. So what we did was we got these X amount of thousand lumen lights, flood lamps, that way we can light up some areas, some focal areas that focus areas, not focal, focus areas, so that way people are not too afraid of the dark. Dom?
Yep. Yeah, lights are very good. Lights are good because you can see what's going on instead of being completely clueless.
Right. And for those of you guys that were wondering what the pause was or what you had to pause on, it's Operation 13th Hour, 13 hours. This event's based off of the Benghazi um, event that happened X amount of years ago. For those of you guys that watched the movie Operation 13 Hours, it's based off of a real life event, and I know I've always tried to shy away from doing any reenactments or anything that's too realistic, just because, like I said, I like to be the Michael Bay of airsoft or milsim, where we try to take the pretend out of everything, minus the real bullets and the real ex- you know explosions and stuff like that. As far as we try to get as realistic as possible with the explosions, with it being safe. I want to give good credit to our good friend from Bad Action Airsoft, for taking this photo of myself, Cake, and Raptor, uh, that we were able to use for the background photo. And but let's talk a little bit about Operation 13 Hours. We have January 29th and the 30th, so which means that it lands on the weekend of War Games.
It
Uh,
does.
so I wanted to do a night event, okay, and I wanted to run a 13-hour nonstop event. Dom was like, "Hey, I don't think we should do that. Instead, because there's gonna be a lot of players that don't know about the event. They don't know about the Milsim. They don't know about you know uh, about the Saturday before, which it starts at 3 o'clock, 1500 hours. 3 o'clock for my civilian sector of players that don't know the military time, and it ends at 10 p.m., which is 2200 hours. It's a 4-hour event that happens in the dark. If you guys know that, sometimes we like to go a little bit over, but this gives us enough time to set up a camp. You know what I mean? You set up your camp, you set up all your stuff. So if you want to spend a night there at Battlegrounds, this gives you that milsim ish element where you can spend the night the day before uh, War Games. So for my players that are gonna show up on War Games by itself without coming to the event, because this is an exclusive event where we're trying to give you the best experience. We don't want to have 400 players for the night game. You know what I mean? We want it to be where it feels like the event of Benghazi, where the defenders are inside the building and they have waves of people coming in, and trying to kill them and trying to destroy them, and and all this other stuff. I'm not gonna give too much away, but we're gonna have a cap off of uh, 40 players for that event. So it's 40 players of five, and it's
Or
it's 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 very. I came without giving too much away. It's 40 players of five.
8 teams of 5. A total of 40 players.
Yes, that's what I meant. What did I
Yes.
say? 40 players of five. I don't even
40
know how
players
that,
of 5.
I don't even know how that works. 40 divided by, yeah, it's 8 teams of five, which is 40 players. for that Saturday, and then Sunday, it's unlimited amount of players at that point. You know what I mean? Because it's war games, but we're gonna add that milsim element where it's still gonna be the same rules as war games, but we're gonna start doing at least this one, we're gonna be adding a lot more fraggles to it, other than just HVT. So if you're wondering if what happens if you can't make it to the night event, that's okay. You can still come into that Sunday for the very low price of
$20 all day.
$20 all day. So if you don't make it to the Milsim night event, which is the $40 ticket, and you get Sunday free. Okay, so if you come to the night event and you're one of the if you get the one of the exclusive packages of the Milsim, you get Sunday for free. So basically, you get both events for free. Or you get both events for $40, right?
Yeah, like
And then you get to no, unless you get sponsored. unless I throw a ticket out there for whatever reason, you never know what happens. I'd be like, hey, I'm in a great mood. I'm like, if you like this and you this that the other, and you get one free ticket on me, and then I was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I don't know, just going with it, bro. But yeah. So if you want to come to War Games, come to War Games. It's only gonna be $20, and you're still gonna have that Milsim ish feel because it's not gonna be your typical War Games. Not only that, but you get to see our brand new buildings that we just finished building, that we've been trying to do since last year. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Since the end of last year. I know a lot of players were like, "Hey, Cycle, just let me know," and ta-da, we finished.
yeah. It's been
Thank
a
you
few
to
weekends in the making.
Right, right. So thank you to the guys that came out and helped us out. And if they can't make it to the Muslim event either, I already told them that they can come to War Games and get to experience it during the day. The hours are there, nine to five for War Games. Nothing too crazy as far as new hours or anything like that. Same War Games that you guys know, except you're gonna have that Milsimish Fraggle Fraggle missions because we want players to start gravitating towards those focus points on the field. Um, did I miss anything else, Tom, or did I speak too much on it?
That was pretty much it.
When are the tickets live?
They're going to be live tomorrow, starting at 12 noon, whether you come in person or over the phone. So, first 40 people, I will make a list, name everything, and have fun.
Right, we're kicking it old school. We're not doing anything crazy as far as here's a ticket link or anything like that. Again, we're gonna limit it to 40 tickets only for this event, not including war games, or including war games, but not dismissing war games as far as unlimited amount of players. You don't have to reserve your war games pass, but you do have to reserve your AR-15 Milsim Operation 13 hour, because we want to get a good head count and make sure that everybody that's going to be there is not going to show up late. If you're going to show up late, like to the event because you got to work or something, just wait till Sunday. Don't come to the event. We are not going to break.
Except late chickens.
Say again.
Except late chickens.
Right, there's no walk-ons for this event.
Yes. No walk-ons. Either
So
pre-register or you got war games next day.
right, if you don't make it, then cool. Just wait till war games, and you're not gonna be able to camp out. Uh, you're not gonna be able to camp there if you're not if you're only coming to war games. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Makes sense to me.
All right, cool. Just making sure we cover all the bases. I mean, we were trying to get you guys ready for the much more bigger tickets. You know what I mean? For the bigger events, for the TCA, the Overwatch, the Milsom West, the AMS events that you're spending $200 on a ticket, not including travel costs, hotel costs. We're trying to get you guys situated to where, you know what I mean? Like you guys plan on coming to the event, then pre-register. There's no walk-ons on those events. There shouldn't be any walk-ons on these events either. Okay. I'm gonna start
Let's see.
doing that. I'm gonna start doing this for our lock-ins, for all of our events. Is like you're gonna have to start pre-registering because the last 3v3 we had a lot of people trying to walk on. And it's like, no man, like we sold out like within a few seconds of opening. Like, come on, like you
And
gotta
then
do better
there's some
planning
people
than this.
who were gonna do it, had some teams signed up, but then the same day changed
Right.
their minds, like, nope, not gonna do it. I was like,
Right,
what?
because the last thing that I want to do is have to turn people away that come from another city, much less another state. You know what I mean? Imagine if they try to come in on a walk on for a tournament, you know, and they didn't pre register, they didn't do anything like that.
I
Uh,
actually like to see any other tournament people who actually accept walk-ons. I'd like to see that.
right, so. Let's get these pre-registrations when they open up. Register your team.
Yeah. You're
Uh,
gonna do it? Let's do it.
right. Same thing with this event. If you only have a team of 3, and you don't have, a full set of 5, gotta find 2 more. You know what I mean? So get your team together, get yourself registered. You have less than 12. You got what, 14 hours, 13 and a half hours
Yeah.
before the tickets go live,
Uh,
something like that. Am I
no,
wrong? I am
about
completely wrong.
yeah, you're at, yeah, 24, 25 hours as of
25
right now.
hours. Yeah, you got 25 hours to find yourself the amount of people that you need. I mean, I know we're gonna sell out because my lock-ins are always packed. All right. Let me see who
So
else
you
likes.
have to have a set of 5 to call me. And give me team names and stuff like that.
All
Anyways,
right. Moving on
in
to our very last topic of this broadcast. We will be
of
closed
this month of
this
January.
Wednesday and this Thursday. Why pockets?
Not
Why?
coming up, but the following week. So that'd be the January or
No, no. Yeah, I'm sorry.
yeah, not this
Bro, I
Thursday.
thought
Hold
today was
on.
Friday.
I was like, but you're gonna sell tickets on Wednesday. You're gonna be
It's like, what
gone
do you mean
enough.
we're gonna be closed? I'm psycho.
No,
You
no,
know,
no, no,
my
no.
bad. My bad.
Coming up on the 19th and the 20th of January. So obviously we're closed 17, 18. But 19th and 20th, we're gonna be out of town. Because we will be in Las Vegas, Nevada. Be gambling our hearts away. I'm just kidding. Don't gamble.
We're trying.
Uh
We're trying to. We're trying to win you guys some money so that way we can sponsor these
yeah,
events.
jackpot. Anyways, we're actually gonna be heading out to SHOT Show 2022. This year. We'll be talking to our usual vendors that we've done before, maybe some new ones, and get to check out some really cool experiences along the way to see what we can bring back to make your experience at AR-15 a much better, more pleasurable experience.
Right. So what I'll be doing is I'll be recording some. You think we're gonna go live this year, bro?
We'll go live.
We'll go live.
We'll go live.
I know. I know. The last couple of years has been real like finicky
Buddy.
because everybody else is going live. So the broadband, the 5G, the
The
five
5G,
six
the
G
Wi-Fi, the
Wi-Fi is like all over the place. Um, and not only that, but the concrete walls and everything. So it's just been real like glitchy and stuff. So we're gonna try to go live. If we can't go live, we're gonna record and I'll make some real short videos back at the hotel
yeah.
where
And we'll work
we
on
try to
that.
get as much as we can in the short video. I know everybody's watching TikToks now, so if I don't catch your attention within the first 15 seconds or less, you know what I mean, I lose you guys. So I'll try to get as much as I can from. If you guys want us to talk to anybody, I know this year there's a lot of vendors that are not going to be there. Um, but if you guys want anybody that you think we should take a look at, uh, shoot us a text, shoot us a message, and we'll see what we can do. I
Yeah. And
know
then if we need to go
Airsoft
back
Innovate.
and talk to them.
I know. I want to go talk to Airsoft Innovations in person because I haven't gotten my email for the shotgun. So I need the Flak 10s. So I want to go over there and be like, yo, I know you guys are busy. Where's my shotguns at? I know we already had some in pre-order.
Shotgun. Call shotgun.
I know Lancer came out with their Kappas, which we got in already. We're also doing our TM builds there at Air 15 that I'm super excited about. We got a bunch of stuff coming up, And we always say this in every live feed is like, oh, wait till next month. We're gonna show you this and we're gonna show you that. And then sometimes I forget, like, hey Don, what we're gonna show them? But no,
Yeah.
no. We have a lot of new products coming in. I know last year there was no shot show. Was there? There was an online
Oh,
shot show.
it
Um,
kind of not really. It was just more all the education seminars were all online because there are seminars that people talk at Shot Show, and we're just like, let's go look at all the cool stuff.
right. Like, but as far as like new products, I think everybody kind of held out for until this year before they release their beautiful arts and crafts of weaponry. We have to be
Pretty
careful
much.
with what we say because we don't want to get blocked and kicked off of YouTube now and Facebook, Twitch, and everything else that we're streaming on. But yeah, um, us, we can keep on rambling on about the same topic forever. But yeah, so we're gonna be at Shot Show next weekend, or we're leaving this Monday. So we'll probably do some live feeds at the airport and stuff. So pray for us, make sure that we don't catch the Rona again.
Obviously.
No, we're vaccinated, so we're good. We'll be wearing our mask and washing our hands and not touching our faces and all
So we're
the
not going to spread everything.
right. We're not going there to try to spread more stuff unless it's BBs. Ah, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that either because I'll probably get shot for reals. Dude, the amount of security that's there, it's crazy. They have like 80 different security guards from the door to the other door before you even get into like one of the booths. You know what I mean? It's crazy. But we're gonna try to do what we can to try to keep you guys entertained. Period. I know this year when we went live on my personal social media, it was just like, hey, we made it this far. You know what I mean? It's like, just thank God that we made it this far. There's a lot of other companies that are out of business already. That've been around way longer than us, and it's sad to see them go, and it's sad to see a lot of childhood stuff. Leave family relatives. Passing away last year, and this year too. It's like, man, I just take care of one another. As much as we can. But in the meantime, as well, we try to keep you guys entertained and try to not reinvent the wheel, but try to see how far we can make this wheel go before it pops. Dom, you got anything for me or for them?
No, that's pretty much it. Went over everything as far as the night games, the war games, the shot show, the everything, shooting competition, Division 1, Division 2. So yeah, it's going to be a great quarter. Come start off 2022 strong, and we still got even more coming February, March, all these other cool places.
Right. I know I got the Bragging Rights Championship, the
5v5, right?
5v5, the
Guys,
Sabotage with the new layout.
you can start registering this, registering for this event already.
Right.
If you want to sign up and get your teams of 5 already set up, ready to go.
Yeah, I also have Blood Money in March. Again, very, very packed season one of Air 15 2022. We're hoping and look forward to seeing more of you guys. I know we also have more training stuff coming up. We will get back with all that information as fast as we can. There's a lot more stuff going on behind the scenes that we're not really showing. We're trying to get as much as we can out without spoiling anything. So I know, as you can see here, Operation 13th Hour is not on the schedule at all. Again, is because we had to finish the building. We had to finish building what we could before we even launched that and run the tests that we needed to in order for us to make sure that we had all the new the new respawn points, on check. Because imagine running with the new buildings with the old school respawns that we used to have. I was like, oh, I have to go all the way over there. It's like, no, man, we brought them closer to the buildings. But yeah, there's a lot more respawns now. A lot more traffic areas that had a lot of shooting. There's more respawns in those areas too. So we'll give more information on that as time comes
Oh yeah.
on. All right, pockets. Anything else?
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it for me. All right, hope to see you guys this weekend too. Don't forget, we always have open gameplay all weekend long, Friday evenings, Saturdays, and Sundays. So see y'all then. If you guys need anything, just let us know. And from our family to yours, love the game. As I point to the screen.
Don't forget, we're also doing our live streaming from our GoPro now. So if you guys want to check that out, we'll be doing that on the regular basis now. As long as I'm there, I'm gonna try to strap the GoPro onto, whatever player that I feel like that can put out some good content for you guys. Tag yourself on on those videos if you come out on those videos. Do what you can.
Pretty much. Have fun.
Have
You just have to
fun.
ask.
Yeah. All right, guys. And if you guys want to play with Dom, he's also on what's that video game, Dom, that you're on? Battlefield
2042.
2042. I haven't gotten it. I missed the sale date because I was too busy planning all these events for you guys.
Yeah, we'll figure this out.
All right. So from our family to yours,
Live the game.
And if you like that video, make sure to check out all our other ones by subscribing and getting the latest by hitting the notification bell.
Hey guys, don't forget you can earn an all-day admission simply by coming in to play. Fill out this punch card. It's 1 punch per person per visit. Once it's completed, turn it in for an all-day admission.
Don't forget to check out all our other social media sites as far as Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch to get some of our latest live streams and latest content out there for you. So we hope to see you guys here. So from our family to yours, live the game.